Alright, y'all, I look crusted as hell. I still have mascara under my eyes and probably eye boogers, but I am rushing this morning to go to my nail appointment, which I low-key should call my nail lady because it says I'm not gonna get there until 12:20. Oh my god, let me call her real quick. Hi Tracy, it's Valentine.
Yes?
My ride says it's not gonna get there until 12:20. Is that okay?
12:40?
12:20.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, perfect. I'll see you right now. Okay, bye. Whew, every time I'm gonna be late, it gives me so much anxiety because it's like that's something that I can't help or avoid, and that's one thing that always freaks me out is being late to anything. But thank God my nail tech is like super cool. But these are what my nails are looking like right now. This one's, I don't know how, but the butterfly ended up staying on this one the entire time. This one, it's gone. But I'm excited for my new set. I have so many ideas, and I don't know which one I want to go with yet. But I'll have one chosen by the time I get there. I'll pick one in the car or something. But let's just get the day started. It is 9:30 on a Saturday night. And what a better place to be than the bowling alley. Bro, I swear to God, I don't ever intend to rhyme things, but I always end up rhyming something. Anyways, we're at the bowling alley with everyone. We're gonna go and kick some pinballs down. Ooh, and it started sprinkling. Yep, it is raining now in LA as well. The rest of the week it should be a rainy forecast. And that's Valentine on today's weather. But look how cute. It's like an old school looking bowling alley. Look at all these love seats. So cute. They got the little ice cream parlor. What a vibe. Kids just do you wrong all day. They'll like tell you like, you look big as They're like, what do you mean?
Who said I'm playing?
About what?
About what I just said.
What'd you just say?
I said Chino looks like a pancake that's only burnt at the bottom.
Ain't no scoreboard.
Bro, I swear kids will say something and then just do a cartwheel and run away. We've got to find our ball size. There's a big old ball. Small? Here we go. This is our ball size. Wait, we got to keep track of our...
On score, yeah, this is the oldest bowling alley in LA, so it's
Oh, taking it back old school. I give myself extra 5 points here, a little extra 5 points there.
300 BC.
This is the oldest bowling alley up to date. Screaming. How the heck do we keep? Oh, look it. We gotta go over here to get our shoes. Do they have size 5?
Nah, bro, they got 6.
I got some baby ass feet. No, there's 10 pins, right?
Yeah, you had 8.
No, there was only one. Oh,
You had 2 left. This is so old school, man. We gotta keep track of our own.
It looks like 80. I got 80 points. Also, congratulations on 100,000. So this place is only vegan, right? It's all vegan. So Chino goes, I asked, babe, can I get some fries? And he goes, but it's vegan fries. I'm like, that's just potatoes.
Have you ever had vegan fries?
All right, we got something down. Come on, girl. Knock the rest of them down. Wow! There's just one left. Boom, boom, boom. And we've made it back home.
Yes, finally.
That was so much fun. I love building little memories with our friends. So earlier in today's video, you guys saw what I said. So now, I'm gonna have some deep questions to break down with you.
Okay.
What's been on your heart and mind recently?
Work?
Mm-hmm.
You?
Mm-hmm.
The dogs?
Why me?
Because I love you.
What do you think love is?
Love is showing that you care about somebody without actually saying it. And it's that feeling that you have that you'll do anything to protect that someone or something if you truly love that, or love them. And you'll do anything for them. And
That's really cute.
Yeah.
All right. So what are your current priorities?
Holy crap, those are all your questions?
No, I'm just gonna ask you a few.
Oh, I was gonna say, god damn, that's a lot of questions.
Okay. What kind of person do you want to be in the world?
A creative person. And a nice person. Hopefully. Sometimes I can be an asshole, but
How do you want people to experience you?
I want to be known as, when they see me, like, oh yeah, he's a creator. He's a, not just content creator, but he's just like a Swiss Army knife.
Like a man of different traits.
Yeah, jack of all trades, man.
Yeah, I feel like you actually are that. You just do everything.
Yeah.
What are you most proud of about yourself?
That I never gave up. I never give up.
Or are you almost close to giving up?
A lot of times I'm close to giving it. I almost didn't even become a YouTuber. I almost didn't get the job I want. You know what I mean? I'm not the giving up type. Like I could have, you know, when me and you first got into our first argument, we were on the verge of ending things, but I was like, I can't give up. And I turned back around, went to your house. We talked it out and kept pushing. Like I'm not the type of person that just let something go, you know? Other than my mom.
I kind of want to ask this, but you could choose to cut it out if you want to, but have we ever broken up?
Not fully. We taking a break.
What did you learn in that break?
It was a lesson for us. It was something that we had to go through in order to grow together and become stronger. Like I felt like we had to pull away, or I at least had to pull away, in order to value what we have. Because yeah, we both had our arguments about the whole thing.
And I feel like it really taught us to, for me on my end, I feel like it really taught us like to respect our boundaries and our non-negotiables, and you know, we have to consider each other all the time. I feel like we both do that a lot now. What's something that people don't know about you that you want them to know about you? Not like in your creative sense or like in your YouTube sense, just about you. Something
that they don't know about me that doesn't have to do with YouTube?
Yeah, like maybe something just like personal, like something that like you had to, maybe like a moment where you were kind of feeling like really down, like how'd you get through it?
Yeah, it still has to do with YouTube, has to do with work.
Or like just like a mental struggle, or like a mental block, or like a mental...
I only had one real like mental breakdown, which was when I first moved to LA. I sold everything. I moved to LA and I came here with dreams and aspirations, and I didn't obtain those right away. So, I mean, there's a whole video on it where I
feel like you're just like an open book then, huh? Like
yeah, I'm pretty straightforward. Something you guys don't know about me? I don't know, guys. I feel like you guys know everything about me, bro. And shit,
okay, let me ask you this then, because I feel like a lot of people do know all your YouTube stuff, but how do you deal with moments of doubt, like where you're unsure?
I don't.
So you're a pretty like sure person about what you decide.
Yeah, I learned that at an early age. Growing up the way that I grew up, I feel like I made mistakes and I learned from those lessons. I don't shame myself for the decisions that I make in my life. I know what's right and wrong at this point in my life, and I never have doubt. If I'm going to do something, I'm doing it for a reason, right? Like there's just no doubt. Like it is what it is. Like remember we're at we're in Arizona. Me and Val were recently in Arizona, and you were like, you gave the tickets to your aunt and brother, and then bought me and you tickets. That's just how my brain works. Like there's no questioning, should I do this, should I not? It's either I'm going to do it or I'm not going to do it. And if I say I'm not going to do something, I'm not going to do it. And if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it.
That's really good.
Yeah, I don't really have those doubtful, well, I don't know.
How do you cope when things get hard? Like when you know, like, frick, like I'm really stressing out about something, like there's just too many things on my plate right now. How do you cope with that?
You know, the answer to that, I don't. I don't cope with nothing. There's nothing that you could say mentally that is hard, right? Let me give you an example, right? If I said we have to run a 5K course and you're gonna have to crawl through mud, you're gonna have to jump over this. Sounds easy, right? It sounds fun actually. Like, oh, and then you're gonna bike down a path for 2 miles, and then you're gonna get out and then run a mile, and then crawl through mud and then jump over a wall, right? Sounds like fun. Mentally, it's a no-brainer. There's no stress. There's no, oh, this is gonna be difficult, right? It sounds like, damn, that's a lot to do. Physically, my body might be physically stressed out. Like, hey man, calm down. That shit hurts. But mentally, no. I don't ever look at. That's how I kind of look at life. It's like it's just things are meant to be tough, right? You're supposed to go through hard times. You're supposed to experience bad things, and you can learn from them. They're all lessons. I don't look at negative things as
like bad luck.
Yeah, that was terrible. No, it's a life lesson. It's supposed to happen. Even if it's the worst thing that could possibly happen is somebody dying. And when they die, that's supposed to happen. That's meant to happen, and that's their time. You know. It's not going to affect me where I'm like, oh, well, I'm not going to work anymore. I'm probably going to be, it's not going to stress me out. It's more going to be like an emotional thing where I'm like, damn, that's really tough. But like, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to keep working. I'm supposed to keep grinding. I'm supposed to keep going. You have to power through it. You can't let that kind of stuff slow you down. Because if you do, then you're just not mentally tough. And that's not how my brain was wired since I was a kid. It's just the stress of, I need to do this, this, and this. It's just, I have to do it. There's no choice, right? So it's like when you go to work, you have to show up to work. Otherwise what? You're not going to get a paycheck. So
right.
That's how you have to look. That's how I look at life. It's like, I got to go do these things and check them off my list. And it just has got to be done. And if I sit there and cry and stress and freak out about it, then guess what? Nothing will ever get done, and then it's over with. Yeah.
That's really good. Rather than the way, I look at things. Okay, so if you can give me any bit of advice.
I give you advice all the time.
But one bit of advice that will better my life. That from you knowing me and you observing me and how I am.
You need to stop overthinking. Even though it's a normal thing. Like a lot of people overthink, and a lot of people think that they think of you, especially think of like the worst case scenario possible. In a lot of situations, you just revert into overthinking and stressing yourself out, and being doubtful of yourself. All those things can be avoided if you have in your heart confidence, and you need to gain that confidence. You need to look in the mirror and say, I am beautiful. It doesn't matter, even you guys, whatever shape, size, big, skinny, whatever, you can change yourself. I've literally seen videos of people that are like 300 pounds size down to like 180 or something. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's not like they're like a lucky lottery ticket winner. They put in the work. They put in the work. They go to work to make money to save up for a surgery so that they could get, the excess skin off. But in the meantime, they're working out, like that wasn't a lucky draw. They put in the work mentally. It's all, everything in my head is like 80% mental, 20% physical in the game of life. Because a lot of it comes down to your mentality and the way you're seeing things. Like, I know you stress yourself out, and what happens with that? You start thinning your hair out, and you start overthinking. Do people look at me as, nobody cares? People come, you walk in the mall, you see these people, they probably talk shit, and then you leave and you never see them again. Nobody cares. Nobody cares except you, except you, And you just need to embrace yourself and love yourself. I feel like everybody needs to love themselves. And because you are beautiful. You are beautiful. I tell you guys, we literally had a conversation about like white t-shirts versus a Chrome Hearts hoodie, right? Like, who cares? Like, if you can get it, cool, get it. If you can't, don't be like, well, I want to be like that guy. Then work hard, save, then you can get it. But it's really not that deep. A white t-shirt and a black t-shirt got me through majority of my life and still do, you know? Like, I still invest my money in that because it's what powers me through, is that I don't really, that's not the last thing on my list of things. Like, my goal in life is to inspire, create, and enjoy my life with who I want to enjoy my life with. Outside of that, you know, just make sure everybody's happy. I'm always constantly making sure everybody's, you know, being happy and
Yes, that's for sure. All right, before we end off the video, what's one little bit of advice to keep someone mentally strong?
be yourself.
Be yourself. Perfect. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys learned a little bit more about Chino, since you guys have spent so many years watching him. And I hope that this was able to kind of connect you guys a little bit more. I know I feel a little bit more connected to you because I've learned a lot more new things just based on the small conversation.
What did you learn?
That you are very mentally strong. And I honestly really wish I had your mental state of mind. Like, that is just, like, it's really inspiring, honestly. Like, inside, like, I feel like a little light just kind of flick, like, wow, that actually makes so much sense. I don't know why I think the way I think, but the way you think is very good.
Just
So
be yourself and be happy with yourself.
Yes.
And chase your dreams. And I'm not trying to be cliche.
let me know who you guys want me to
Ask
get
deep questions
Yes,
with.
ask deep questions with.
You know how I think that it developed was because as soon as I graduated high school, like, I'm a 18-year-old, and then my friend, literally, like, my closest friend, died. And like I said, I think that was like the worst thing that could possibly happen, which turned me into, like,
That's what I'm saying. Like, how did you deal with that? Like, how did you learn to cope with that?
I think that moment was like the Spider-Man moment, right? Like, Uncle Ben, no, and then I'm like, ah. So I'm like, I go from here to here, and that moment made me realize that there could literally be nothing worse than that. That moment of losing a true friend. It taught me a lesson at an early age to understand that he would not want to see me fail or sit there and cry and pout and not go after what I want to go after. And that's why shortly after, I chased the career path I chased after. It was like, dude, it just shows that life is short and you don't have much time to do what you want to do, You really don't. Like, you have this small window of opportunity to just fucking hit the floor running and go after it. And if you let little minute things affect your mental or get you down and depressed, that you're allowing the world to let you fail. You have to rise above that and embrace your surroundings and every opportunity handed to you and just go after what it is that you want, because you will fail and you're supposed to fail. You have to fail in order to know what it's like to succeed. So.
It's really deep.
Well,
Hence, it's a deep conversation. All right.
I'm going
Bye,
to play
y'all.
Call of Duty.
Let it go. 얼어붙어 like whoa. 띵하고 어지러워. I see. 한여름에도 넌 겨울. Yeah, got cold blood. Yeah, 너와 있을 때 I swear. 제가 먼저 zero 폭설한 그 chill 꿈에도 I wasn't aware. 나만 빼고 넌 모두에게 참 친절해.